Good morning. It's the morning of April 21st, and Hunter and I are set up on the north side of our property this morning. He drove down to film this morning, and we've only heard one gobble this morning. I was out here last night with Austin, and we had two birds work across this big field to our north and head up into this timber to the south to roost last night. So we know there should be two birds fairly close, but we haven't heard a gobble within 100 yards yet or so. But I thought this would be a pretty good spot to set up. This is right where I shot my bird last year, so I know it could be a pretty good spot. It's all that cut wheat that I've been in the last couple days, but there's been a lot of birds on this part of the property, and they really like to roost in this big timber block here to the west. There's a big ridge line that runs over here, so hopefully we can spark something up and get them to come into the decoys. We're limited to how much we can do as far as mobility, because I want to shoot them with the bow, so it's going to definitely be a little easier to do it when we're in the blind. So we're kind of limited as far as that goes, but there's enough birds around, it seems, so hopefully we can get something to come in our path yet.
So pretty.
I don't feel that pretty. At any point, there's going to be a big old tom bobbler that's going to come out here. He's going to get a schwacker right to the head. Boom, headshot. I love that guy. see the decoys. I really don't think he could see him. They didn't like something. Well, it's about 7:15, and we just had two toms at about 60 yards or so, but they hung up. So 7:45, my bad. But yeah, there was two toms over here to the south of us. I assume it was the two that I saw head up to roost here last night. But they were at about 60 yards and hung up and went down the tractor path back to the south. He was coming in, gobbling and working the call real nice. But I said to Hunter probably an hour ago, I wish we weren't in this hole. We couldn't really tell in the dark, but we set up in kind of a hole where I don't think the birds can really see our decoys that well. And he was popping his head up like he might have been looking at him, but I don't know if he could see him for sure. And they kind of hung up and went to the south, but they're right around here yet. I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna cross our fingers that they worked their way back this way. But that was cool. I thought it was gonna happen there for a little bit. I was just gonna open up the back door to take a leak. We had those two toms over here about 15 minutes ago. And I opened the door and peeked out the back, and there's a whole group of turkeys coming down this fence line. They're probably about 100 yards away, but it looked like they were working this way. I thought I saw one fanned up, but I think they're gonna work their way right along this fence line, and they should come right here, but fingers crossed. Let's see. There's enough birds around right now, but I still have to take a leak. Oh my God. Can't believe I just missed him. Oh my God. I'm on a bad streak of missing football. Oh my God, dude. Well, I'm on a bad streak with my bow, that's for sure. Oh How do you miss it 10 yards? How do you miss it 10 yards? Third time's the charm. That's 2 misses in the last few months. Missed my deer last year with my bow. Now I missed a time with my bow. God. That really sucks. Bad. Oh my God. I am awful. I suck. I suck bad. Look, Constellation prize, baby. Well, it's probably been about 25 minutes, maybe a half hour since I've gave that bird a feather cut. And they all took off pretty good there. So, not really sure what to do. It's supposed to get pretty windy today. I'm probably gonna check in back at work for a little while and then head back out this afternoon and maybe try a different spot. These birds are probably a little flustered over here now, but yeah, really disappointing. But that's bow hunting, I guess. Just got a bad track record the last few months with hitting the animal that I'm shooting at. So, got to get the confidence back up. Gonna stick it out with the bow, I think. So, Hunter and I are maybe gonna go get some food and go check in at the office quick, and then hopefully get right back at it. So, just gotta keep after it. We'll get one yet. I think I'm meant to get a birthday bird. Tomorrow's my birthday, so if we don't get one this afternoon, I know I'll get one tomorrow, right? So, we're gonna stay after it. Hopefully, the next one works out a little better. Well, Hunter and I are back at it. We made a little bit of a move down to the south side of the property here after the horrendous miss this morning, but confidence has never been higher. I'm over it, you know, I forget about it, all good to go. So we're hoping to get into some more fresh birds down here. It's quite a ways away from where we were this morning, so yesterday morning when I drove past this field, on the back side of this field there was 3 strutters out with some hens, so there's definitely some birds in the area, and the neighbor down here has been seeing a bunch of birds roosted up on these ridges here to the north of us now. So it was a standing bean field out here, and I've had quite a bit of luck out here last year, seeing some good birds and you know, getting a couple shot opportunities, but we just set the 2 decoys out here and we're gonna just stay put for a while. We're hoping midday, as it warms up, some of these turkeys might make their way out into this field to take advantage of this sun. The wind is supposed to pick up, but we're kind of in a low spot, so we're kind of out of the wind too, which is good. I think they might make their way here to kind of stay out of the wind too. So cross our fingers that we can get a second opportunity, and hopefully this time we can capitalize on it. There you go, big boy, come on. Yeah, he's coming. He's fired up. Well, we've only been in the blind for about 10 minutes, and I let out a couple of yelps, and this gobbler fired off up on this ridge to the north of us, and he's sounding off a lot. I can see him right now working this ridge. He's really close, but See him right there?
Yeah, I see him.
But he's coming. Hell yeah. There's another one. He's coming over the ridge right there. Is there two of them up there?
There's two.
This got interesting. Oh, he doesn't like it.
Two times will work better. Come after that, Jake.
I think so, you're right. They look bigger.
Yeah, we do. Definitely older birds. Hear me?
Yep. I'm gonna take whatever. Okay, the back one.
Yeah, looks bigger.
That one was a smoked. pancakes. God, is that cool. Well, I'll do an interview kind of, I guess. We've been in the blind for, I don't know, a half hour. We just popped down here. I'm assuming these might have been the 3 toms, but those 2, maybe they were split up, that were out here by the road yesterday morning. But this hammering back and forth with this first bird that came in, I think definitely brought in these 2 other birds. And they were definitely a little more aggressive and came right in and just gave me a perfect shot. That was awesome. It definitely made, like Hunter said, it made the day perfect with the miss this morning, and just everything came together. We just stuck it out. We were a little frustrated. I was a little frustrated. I was getting picked on a little bit, but rightfully so. But man, what a hunt. We were in here for 20, 25, 30 minutes, and unbelievable. Well, Hunter and I finally got it done here this morning. Hunter made the trek down here and was nice enough to come film this morning, and we got out on the north side. And I had a little mishap this morning. It started out pretty slow. The birds were pretty quiet this morning for the most part, but you know, after a couple of hours and the sun started to heat things up, they got pretty active, and we had 2 birds hang up at about 60 yards. And then they kind of worked back off into the timber this morning, and then we had that whole group come in, and I just botched the shot. I don't know if I rushed it or what happened, but I just shot a little high, and it was a little discouraging, but we kept after it, and we pulled the blind down and made a little switch, got something to eat, and came back out here to the south side, and we set up the blind and started hitting the call a couple times, and we weren't in the blind for probably 15 minutes, and a bird sounded off up on the ridge to the north of us. And he really put on a show. He was just calling back and forth. It was super fun. He gobbled probably 50 times. I don't even know. But I think the calling back and forth brought in these other 2 gobblers that came in the northwest corner of the field. And the first one that came in was just a little shy and didn't really want to come into the decoys. But those other 2 gobblers, when they came in, they came right in and just presented the perfect shot. And I'm glad I could capitalize on it this time. But first season in Wisconsin for turkeys is over for me. This is my first bird with the bow, so it's pretty special for me. It was definitely a challenge, as it showed this morning. So can't thank Hunter enough for coming down this morning and filming, and glad we got it done. We kept after it and persevered and ended up with this nice bird, so I couldn't be happier.